Happy Friday, everyone. Today is finally the day. We are minutes away from the new season of the Southern Classic Chicken Friday Football Fever Scores and Highlights show. We're still here in the 10 o'clock portion of our KTBS News, so we're going to give you a few reasons why you should flip it on over to KPXJ CW21 for all the action. It's week one in Texas and Arkansas and Jamboree time in Louisiana. And with the games counting for real in the Lone Star State, that's where we'll go for our Pioneer Comfort Systems game of the week. We're putting the spotlight on Carthage and Kilgore, and I'm just going to tell you right now, rain playing a major factor in this game. Low scoring throughout, but it is close as they're still in the fourth quarter. Daniel Brown is there with Carthage as they kick off what they hope is the beginning of a run to state title number 10. In Louisiana, we're still scrimmaging, but jamborees are always a fun time. We're going to be all over the place in the Pelican State. Of course, we'll have our eyes on the Bossier Jamboree. 3 awesome matchups there. We'll also be in Stonewall for the DeSoto Parish Jamboree, Minden, Calvary, and others. And I'm telling you, you're going to want to stick around for that Calvary Jamboree against Union Parish. Some incredible stuff coming from the Cavs already. And then, of course, it all ends with the top 5 plays of the week. Keep it tuned for the end of our show tonight for some of the best from the opening week of high school football in the Arklatex. I've seen a few of the clips already, and I can tell you they are special. So there you have it. We're closing the 10 o'clock news now. We're going to switch it over to the Southern Classic Chicken Friday Football Fever Scores and Highlights show. You can go ahead and change it to KPXJ now, but you can see our first segment right here on KTBS. We'll see you in just a couple of moments for the Fever. All right, we did it right. Good job, Brandon. Is my bow tie straight?
No.
Thank you.
Your left side is too high.
That's good? Greg was going to come help me.
I was going to come help him.
Who is calling me? Football is back in the Arklatex, and here are the top 3 things we're watching for tonight in the Southern Classic Chicken Friday Football Fever Scores and Highlights show. Of course, up top is our game of the week in Carthage, a battle of the dogs between state powers Carthage and Kilgore to kick off week 1 in Texas. We'll also be all over Arkansas for a handful of season openers, including Arkansas High. The Razorbacks started hot last season. Can they do it again tonight against Little Rock Catholic? And while the games don't count for real yet in Louisiana, we'll be all over the Pelican State for jamborees, including the big one in Bossier, where we'll see some of the best teams the parish has to offer. The year's first Fever starts now.
Here we go.
Get ready, y'all. It's football time. Welcome to Southern Classic Chicken Friday Football Fever Scores and Highlights. Let the fever begin.
Get it moving.
Let the fever begin indeed. Hello and welcome to the year's first Southern Classic Chicken Friday Football Fever scores and highlights show of the year. Try saying all that with a Southern Classic chicken leg in your mouth. I'm Alex Anderson. We're so excited to welcome you back into another season of high school football here in the Arklatex. Our crew spread out across all 3 states for us tonight, and it all starts in the Pioneer Comfort Systems Game of the Week. Oh yeah, Carthage's quest for state title number 10 ended at the hands of Gilmer last year, and what was their only loss of the season. Now another journey to Jerry's World begins for the Bulldogs against another group of hungry dogs, Kilgore. Now the umbrella's out as the rain was coming down pretty good in the first quarter. Carthage gets the ball first. Jet Surratt in at quarterback, buying some time. He's going to let it fly on the run, and it's going to be picked off there. Jacqueline Sheffield on the INT, running to the sidelines. One of 3 Kilgore first half interceptions. Short field now, Kason Brooks to Isaiah Waters. Good run there for the first down. And when the weather's like this is what you got to do. It would lead to a touchdown, 7-0 Kilgore. Ensuing kickoff, Blake Marion, and look out! Sheffield coming in hot. Is that the crunch of the night already? It might just be. We go to the second quarter. Kilgore in their own end zone. Rashawn Williams gets the ball met immediately by Braylon Allison. Helmet ripped off. It's a safety. 7-2 now. Kilgore still on top. Defense feeling good on the sidelines. Later in the quarter, Kilgore going for it on 4th down. Water with the carry. Braylon Allison says no. Turnover on downs. Ensuing possession for Carthage. Surratt back in. Looking for Junior Henderson downfield, and he's got him there. Out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. And then Surratt looking for pay dirt. He's got Blake Marion in the end zone. He's open. He sticks it right there. 8-7 Carthage after they went for 2 and failed. And that would be the score at the half, 8-7. Can't wait to pick this up later in our show. Last night we saw Texas High start the season against Tyler Legacy. Some windy conditions before kickoff. The inflatable had to be scrapped. And here come the Tigers right off the bat. David Potter, Shavante Montgomery, touchdown, Texas High, 7-0. Ensuing kickoff, or the ensuing drive that is, it's Zach Davis going downfield. Alex Jones says no. Interception there, the senior linebacker with a nice play and a decent return to boot. I'll tell you, the wind was not messing around last night in Texarkana, neither were those Tigers. Potter looking to Tredarian Ball. Here we go, folks. We got a whoop! One move there. How about a whoop? The hurdle from the Oregon commit. My goodness. We'll be calling his name on Saturdays, guarantee that. Later in the drive, it's a handoff from Potter to Javari Johnson. Tough running to get them into the end zone. 14-0 Texas High. Head coach Jerry Stanford, gotta love that for the first game of the year. And we go to the second. Little play fake here. Potter to Cameron Reitner on the slant, and he's got him and he's gone. 50-plus yards there, Texas High. A winner on night 1, 37-13. All right, so that's going to do it for us here on KTBS. If you're watching us on Channel 3, we'll give you about 2 minutes to find the remote, grab you a snack or whatever you need, and change the channel to KPXJ CW21. That's where you'll find the full Southern Classic Chicken Friday Football Fever scores and highlights show. We have Week 1 action in Texas and Arkansas, jamborees in Louisiana, the Southern Classic Chicken Crunch of the Night. We may have already seen it right there, and the top 5 plays. This is all happening for you guys in just 2 minutes, but if you're on KTBS, you won't see it. Change the channel to KPXJ CW21 for a full hour of fever. We hope to see you there.
here we go.
Another year of Southern Classic Chicken Friday football fever means another season. Oh, sorry, we're in the wrong spot here. My bad. We're getting a little, like it's preseason for all of us here, guys, so don't worry about that. We're going to take you to some Jamboree action now, and welcome into the Southern Classic Chicken Friday football fever scores and highlights show. Off to a great start. Let's start things off with one of our reigning champs in Louisiana, Calvary. The Cavs are thinking repeat in 2024 with a roster loaded with talent. And tonight, they had a tune-up, a good test. Union Parish in town to take on the Cavs. Now, last time we saw Colby Thomas in game action, he was catching the game-winning touchdown in the state title contest. Well, here he is on the opening kickoff of the Jamboree. Turns on the Jets. The kicker had no chance. Colby Thomas is gone. Calvary takes an early lead in this scrimmage, 6-0. So, ensuing kickoff now after we saw Thomas do that, it's fumbled. And guess who's there to pick it up? Thomas. Colby doing it all before we even see him on offense or an offensive snap in general. He's already tired there on the sidelines. Cavs looking to cash in, and guys, look, like I said, it's preseason for all of us, even camera guys. The play fake fools everyone, including me, but Abram Wardell lowers the shoulder on the QB keeper, and he's in. It's 12-0 Cavs. Union Parish trying to get some offense going now. The running back, as you see, hey, nice to see you there. The running back's going to get lost in the pile here. This is what the Farmers do, that ground and pound game. He's going to get free. He's thinking end zone, but you got to bring the ball with you. It's on the ground, and then it's picked up by Tyquirus Wilson. He fumbles. They say the ball was out at the 1, so that's where Union Parish picks it up. A couple of plays later, inside give, fumbled again, but the QB, Johnny on the spot, Braxton Patterson, falls on it for a touchdown. No final score here because, hey, we're just scrimmaging. Let's head over to Stonewall now, where DeSoto Parish teams gathered for a jamboree. The main event, of course, the hosting North DeSoto Griffins, who were eager to join the ranks of Calvary as state champs. And it was, again, rain, another part of the story in this one. Spectacular special teams play, also a big part. Cole Corey on the punt return. How about the spin move to get out of it? Corey looking toward the sidelines. This kid is special. He's going to score there. That makes it 7-0. So, you see a punt return for a score. Okay. Well, here's a kickoff. It's Terrell Pegues. He's on his horse. How about the move at midfield, and he's gone. So we've seen 2 kickoff returns already tonight. A punt return, a fumble on a kickoff. Special teams special in these jamborees. Griffins up 20-6 after the first quarter. And how about this? Ensuing kickoff. Are you kidding me? Another return. Sheds a tackler there. Hops through another. Cole Corey is down after that. It's a fumble, and Mansfield would actually recover it. So here we go, the next game of the night. Logansport coming through the banner, ready to get going against Mansfield. And, well, they couldn't get anything going, and Pegues is going to take a pitch to the outside. He's going to house it. Look out for those Mansfield Wolverines there. How about the tough running on the end? Guys in our way on the sidelines there, but hey, it happens. That was another touchdown for Mansfield, and a lot of fun there at the DeSoto Parish Jamboree. We had a few teams mixing it up at Booker T. Washington tonight. We had BT Dub, Woodlawn, and Southwood. We start with Lions and Knights going at it. They're up 6 in the final minute. An interesting strategy. Mikhail Armstrong, he's just trying to drain the clock here. There's about 20 seconds to go, and I guess this was the play. You take the safety there, you're up 6-0, now it's 6-2, and you kick it back off to the Lions. That's what they do, and the Lions looking for some heroics here. It's going to be bobbled on the snap, picked up by Aaron Dillard, and a nice gain out of it. Sets up BT Dub for one last throw. Damian O'Neal looking for a man, but that ball falls to the turf as the first matchup of this jamboree ends with Woodlawn on top. So then we would see the Southwood Cowboys take the field to face the Knights. Mike Green and his team ready to get this thing started. The Knights, they get the ball first. A long drive to start, thanks in part to Clinton Wilson. Here he is on the carry. Nice run there. That was 2nd and 20 where he moved the chains. Not bad. And then it's going to be a reverse to Wilson. Wilson breaks a tackle, shakes off another. He's going to the end zone, but you might have noticed it right at the beginning of that play. Some laundry on the field, a flag for illegal hands to the face. The ref explaining to the young man what he did there, so they have to back it up. So what do? Well, you give it to Wilson, of course. And how about this tough running from the Woodlawn running back? My goodness, they would score on the next play. Jamboree, we tried to bring you last night, but rain moved it to tonight. Huntington at Northwood, but hey, we got it for you now, so it's no big deal. Falcons up 2 scores, and we pick it up. Raiders on the move. L.J. White rolling out, up to Tyler Welch. He goes up and gets it, and he's brought down there in the red zone. Same drive, White rolling to his right again, and he's got a wide open man, Jamarian Washington, on the receiving end of that for the touchdown for the Raiders. The Falcons would respond. Jackson Bensler, the Falcons' star pitcher. Plenty of time here. You see his running back, Kyron Johnson, sneak out of the backfield. Bensler finds a pretty play there. Again, no final because we're just talking about practice. Well, we've seen a state champion in Louisiana. We might have one in Texas for you, but we do have Texas games coming your way on the other side of the break. Stay tuned. Gilmer for now. Bring me on cam. Thank you. Good call.
About 2 minutes.
Thank you. All right, I need to check. I definitely have another top play from North DeSoto. So yeah, we're just going to float Gilmer. I don't care, dude. Wrong. All right, top play 4 is good. It's from Texas High. And then top play 2 is probably going to be from North DeSoto, but I need to look up something. Oh.
Here we go.
Pleasant Grove is hoping to be back in the state title conversation this year, and they kick things off, as we'll show you, against Atlanta. So 2 East Texas teams doing some battle here in Atlanta. Second quarter is where we start. Akari Johnson sweeping around to the left, and he's going to score there. They were already up, and that made it 20-3. A short time later, Johnson is going to get the call again. And this time, looking for the end zone. He's got a blocker in front of him, but he's pushed out of bounds just shy of the goal line. You'll never guess who gets it next to finish off the drive. Oh yeah, Akari Johnson. There you go. Pleasant Grove looking good tonight. They win big 33-3. How about Longview? Knocked out of the playoffs in the 3rd round last year. The Lobos in Lufkin tonight. The Lobos with the ball when we start. And how about this for a quarterback name? Maverick Rowe. Oh yeah, he's going deep. Looking for DeMorian Williams with the ball. Oh no, it does. He's got it. How about Maverick? That's Kiefer Doxey there. Big touchdown there for the Lobos. Actually, the more I'm looking at this, guys, I'm thinking we got the wrong video right here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to move on. We'll try to clean that up for you here in just a little bit. Our apologies there. Before we go to break, I did want to mention one thing. We're still working to get to the highlights for you here in just a couple of minutes. But Gilmer, Longview Pine Tree goes over to Gilmer and beats the defending state champions. And the only reason I bring that up is because the head coach of Pine Tree is Coach John Bachman's son, Jason Moose Bachman. So congrats to Moose. We're going to try to bring those highlights over here in just a minute. We're going to head to the natural state when we come back on the Southern Classic Chicken Friday Football Fever Scores and Highlights Show. Let Savannah know that video was wrong. I don't know who that was. So we might have another Texas video that's wrong.
Somehow the video for C5 was incorrect. So please double check the other Texas ones.
I can't watch it here, but it wasn't the two teams that we had. Brandon, how are we on time right now? Do we know? Do we have any? Okay, got it. Okay. Okay. Let's go top play. Top play 2 is going to be from North DeSoto.
Top play 2 is from North DeSoto.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
Top play 2 from North DeSoto.
Here we go.
Let's head to the natural state now, where it's week 1 in Arkansas, and we're going to focus on Arkansas High. The Razorbacks have seen great progress under head coach Trey Outlaw, but now it's time to take the next step. After starting 4-0 last year, the Razorbacks then dropped their next 4 and missed the playoffs. They hosted Little Rock Catholic tonight, and here come the Hogs charging out to the field. Little Rock with it when we start. Jackson England to Noel Lewis. He breaks free from the first contact, stiff arms another one, and he's down after a nice gain, first down pickup there. Catholic's going to pick up more yardage here on the next play. It's a nice catch over 2 defenders. How about that? Well, then Lewis is back to work. Another give to him. We lost him for a minute, but there he is running right into your living room. And he's down just shy of the goal line. They would end up scoring for the first touchdown of the night on the next play. And rain, like I said, having trouble with rain tonight. This game not final. Catholic last check up 14-0. We go to El Dorado now, where the Wildcats got things going at home against Little Rock Christian. They were down in the second. This pass picked off Aiden Sansom on the INT, but look, there's a flag on the return, so we wiped the touchdown off the board, and that flag ended up being a big one because the next play, a screen pass, is bobbled and intercepted by Ja'Cory Lumsey. There you go, Wildcats. A little momentum building after that on the ensuing drive. It's 3rd and about a mile for El Dorado. It's going to be a heave toward the end zone, and Jay Prince Roberson comes up with it. That puts the Wildcats in business. They're going to punch it in on a couple of plays later, that is, and still looking for a score out of this one as well. So if you know it, please let us know. Finally, in Arkansas, Junction City, they had a deep playoff run last year, starting off against Harmony Grove at home. Harmony Grove on the move. Damian Burns drops that pass in there perfectly to his receiver for a big gainer. And then Burns is going to call his own number. And look at the tough running here from the Harmony Grove quarterback. How many missed tackles? I mean, I counted at least 5 right there. He's in the end zone. 8-0 after the 2-pointer was true. Same score, second quarter. They're getting tricky. Burns back to his running back. He's going to throw it. He's got a man wide open. First down there. They'd cash in later in the drive. Well, actually, this would be Harmony Grove in the lead in this game, 14-0 at last check there in the third. Let's check on some other scores from Arkansas. The Adam Kirby era in Magnolia. Well, it ends on a sour note. Nashville gets the win over Magnolia, but look, that's a tough matchup for Coach Kirby, the former Shreve coach in his first game. I'm sure they'll turn that around there. Prescott gets a big win over Crossett to start the season, 53-10. And then we have Mina over to Queen, 42-0. Again, rain giving us some problems here tonight with these final scores. We're going to keep checking on them for you. But let's go back to Texas now to focus on Waskom. It was a rough season for the Wildcats last year, just 3-7 and no playoff spot. And that's rare in the small town. You could bet they don't want that to happen again. So we started off the 2024 season, Garrison versus Waskom. And we started off with a big run for Garrison. There you go right there. And how about another? Garrison on the move early. Waskom gets it now, and after a punt, that's a nice move there. And look, this game was close, but it goes the way of Garrison, 21-20. Waskom falls by 1 point. Well, another team that struggled last year, Joaquin, the Rams at home tonight against Frankston, and here they come. You gotta love the fog machine, the big inflatables there in Texas, nothing like it. Opening drive comes up short on third down for Frankston, so they're gonna kick it, and that's Coleman Merritt with the field goal. Frankston up 3-0. Rams on the first drive. Oh, that pass from Max Garvin just couldn't get there in time. The Indians drive the ball down the field. A.J. Donald going end zone. Bradley Gold, he's got it. That's a touchdown, puts Frankston up 10-0. On the next drive now in the second quarter, Rams driving the ball down to the 5-yard line. Justin Brown pushing the pile and finding pay dirt. Joaquin, they're up big right now, 58-37. This game's still in the fourth. All right, I think we've made you wait long enough for more Louisiana football. We're taking you to the Bossier Parish Jamboree when the fever continues. That's right. So that's what it was supposed to be? Okay. We don't have to show Longview. I'm not tripping about it.
You're watching the Friday Football Fever Scores and Highlights Show, brought to you by Southern Classic Chicken.
Here we go.
Well, you know, Bossier Parish, always loaded with talent. This year is no exception. We have established stars like Airline's Ben Taylor to rising stars like Benton's Malachi Ziegler. Those two were on full display tonight and much more in the home of the Vikings, so let's show you some more Jamboree action. We start with Parkway taking on the host Airline, and look out for these Parkway Panthers this year. I think they're going to be a lot better than some people might give them credit for. And here's an example. Caleb Williams to Antonio Gladney. Touchdown there, and I guess that was a gritty. Lightning delay after that. Airline comes back. Ben Taylor on the run, but look out for Gladney. Wow. That could be the crunch of the night there. And as you would imagine, Airline doesn't like their quarterback taking a hit like that. Caleb Williams now with a bomb to Jaden Lewis, and he's got it on the run. Touchdown for Parkway. It's 14-0 Panthers. They would win it. Bossier taking on Plain Dealing in the next game. Plain Dealing with a fumble. The Bearcats pick it up there. They didn't even pick it up. They catch it out of the air on the fumble. Randy Robinson, Johnny on the spot. He's going the other way. That's a touchdown for the Bearcats. Wow, gotta love that. Quan Scott handing it off to Caleb Jones. Jones follows a blocker, turns on the Jets, and they're not gonna get him. That's another Bearcat touchdown. It's Montrevel Lewis when we pick up the next play here. The snap is pretty high there. They're going to scoop it up, and then he's going to make something out of nothing. Lewis on the run. He's still running, and they're not going to get him. How about Bossier? Gary Smith's second season. Speaking of Gary Smith and Houghton, the Bucks were on the field as well. Taking on Benton, Malachi Ziegler to Greg Chambers. Chambers taken down or out of bounds there right into your living room. Look out. Chambers now going up the middle for a score, and that's a Benton touchdown. They're in the lead. Taylor Weathersby, the sophomore quarterback, looking for Ethan Johnson. He goes up and gets that. Wow, great action here at the Bossier Jamboree. Cannot wait to see all those teams in action. We'll take you to the skies over Minden for the Webster Parish Jamboree. Lakeside and Haynesville open things up. Isaiah Washington to Jaden Green. He's got the edge. And yeah, good luck catching him. Green with the pull-away speed there, outrunning everybody. The Tornado go up 7-0. Later, the Warriors, from the Warrior 11 that is, Washington again gives the rock to Green, this time to the right, and he says, nope, hold on, reverse. And he finds pay dirt again. 14-0. Let's put a little sugar on that Cheerio. Little one's picking up what he's putting down there. Moving to the second matchup, North Webster facing off against Lakeside. The Knights with the ball. Christian